We are going to tuck plaid pants for fall. They're in style, they're cute as can be, they're easy to make, they're quick to make, and they're so much more affordable than going and buying a pair of nice wool trousers for fall. So let's get sewing. We're going to learn all the facts and what we need to watch out for and what we need to do, and happy sewing. Welcome. We're going to talk plaid pants for fall and how to do it, because I think a lot of us as women, because we're larger on the bottom, we're a little nervous about doing it. So I want to start with just some pictures, and then I'm going to talk to you about how to do it and how to ease into it and how to look great no matter what size you are, because in all of these photos you really can't tell size. They're not next to anything where you can tell size, but there are some important things that we're going to want to think about. So this first photo, if we look at it, we see what a great look this is. Classic plaid, black top. It's exactly what I have on, and yet we can do it so well. We can do it beautifully. If we want that top to cover lower and be longer, we can do that. We can do it with a jacket. We don't have to do it with a top. If we look at this next one, same thing. Great look, beautiful way to do it. Notice with this next one, the pants getting a little bit lighter, but still the classic black, the classic accessories, all of those things. Notice the beautiful way these pants fit. They're just lovely. If we look at this last one, just wrong in so many ways. The focus is on the bottom, but it's not because it's a plaid, it's because the fit is so poor. You notice how tight they are. And this is just a terrible way to do it. I didn't want to put any celebrities or who they were, because it doesn't matter. What matters is how we wear our clothing and how they fit. So this fit is really important. So what you'll notice is there's several patterns I'm going to use. The pattern selection doesn't matter as long as it's compatible with the fabric we use. The pant I have on, I chose 3200. 3200 classic, you know, high-waisted pant, just perfect for plaids because it's darted. I put a zipper in the side, so it just has a flat front. It's just a beautiful fit. 3219, perfect, same thing. Has a slit up the front, so what it'll do is it's a great way to expose a little boot for fall, and it's just a beautiful leg, slender and then a little fuller at the bottom. 3500, if I want to do like a cargo pant that's striped would be great in a cargo pant, and I can do it with that. Or if I'm dealing with a woven, I could do a 3414 and just do a lighter weight plaid so that I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, anything difficult. The 3414 is a really easy pant to make. It's a lot of fun, and again, it will do what we do. So what I want to do is I want to look at fabrics first so that we can differentiate. The first thing that we want to think about when we're doing plaids, the bottom part, is, again, I said easing into it, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. I want to ease into it. So what I did is I started with a plaid that was very small and that was darker colors. So I didn't have to worry about matching the plaids. Let me show you this picture right here. That is the side, it's a close-up of the side of my pant. And what you notice is that the plaids, there's little tiny checks. They don't match, but it doesn't make a difference. When I've got my pant on, you just don't even notice. So if you're afraid of matching, or if you're just first time doing all of this and you're worried about it, just do a small little check like this, as opposed to something larger like this. Okay, this is classic. This was very much like the first picture I showed you, but you've got to match those plaids, and you've got to be a little more careful when it comes to the side seam. There's only 2 side seams to match. It's not that big a deal. But again, when we start about easing into it, we're going to start easy. We're going to start with a smaller plaid, or something like this. This is almost like a little houndstooth, and we don't need to worry about matching it. There's no match to be had, but it still puts us on trend with those lighter pants for fall. When we talk about something like this, you can see that we could go with a lighter top up top, and that way it would give us a more monochromatic look rather than doing a harsh, darker brown. Anytime you have 2 colors, a great way to do a little bit of easier transitioning is pick up the lighter color in the top, not the darker color. We can do either one. So this works really well because, again, it's small. This works really well because it doesn't have to match perfectly. This is our classic. This is like the first picture we saw where we can match it with a black and it's right on trend, but keep in mind that you're going to have to match, and you're going to have to be sure that you're comfortable with people looking at the bottom half. But again, I think it's a great look. Please don't stay away from these plaids. They're just so wonderful. I put 2 stripes in these group of fabrics because this would be amazing to do a little cargo pant out of for fall, and same with this. Or even a yoga pant. You could do either one. They're both stretch wovens. This would be, you could do a jags in this. So I gave a variety of patterns just to give you ideas as to what would really look well and how to do it. When you're dealing with a pinstripe, because it's a dark bottom, it does have that light. It's going back to one of those pictures we saw where it was a large check, but you didn't really look at the checks because you just looked at the coloration of the whole thing. So these plaids are really these stripes are really good to work with, and they just look great. They just look great. So the goal is let's do a pair of plaid pants for fall, and let's do it well. And they have to just fit well, which you guys, you know how to do that. We've gone over fit. This last picture I'm going to show you is my pants and the fit. And I circled that red area because what I want you to remember is that you want them to fall just off the rear end. You don't, like that last picture I showed you of the celebrities where it was all tight and it looked terrible. So we want a nice fall from the back. So you're just going to do a muslin, and you can do this. Happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns.